Hi guys, I am here with a true story for you out of our book, When God Winks at You. So tonight's story, one of them is A Place in the Village. Let me see if it's got a verse that goes with it. No, it does not. Okay, so let me just go ahead and read the story for you guys. Ellen Paul's mother died young. It was young for both of them. Her mother, Josephine Blatt Paul, was 45 when a rare form of anemia sadly took her life. Ellen was only 7. Memories of her mother were elusive. Ellen knew her mother had been an artist, a writer, and thought of herself as a Bostonian, which is where Josephine grew up. Truth be known, Ellen deeply wished she'd known her mother more. Ellen was raised by her father, stepmother, and Steffi, her older sister by 9 years. Ellen studied English and French at the University of California at Santa Barbara and moved to New York in 1984. She already had written 8 books and was to become a prolific author of mysteries, literary novels, and a frequent contributor to the New York Times. As a New Yorker, Ellen was thrilled to write to her sister Steffi about a lovely apartment she had found in Greenwich Village, a narrow 4-story building at 288 West 12th Street. It's covered with ivy and has a little plaque on the front saying it was built in 1848, she wrote. You would love it. Steffi wrote back, recalling that their mother had once lived in Greenwich Village too, before they were born. I'll get in touch with Mother's old friend, Debbie Sankey, and find out where, said Steffi. Ellen set about turning the little apartment into a home. There was a living room with a fireplace, a skylight in the kitchen, and one window looked into a courtyard. Before long, Steffi excitedly telephoned with a note in hand. Listen to this. Debbie Sankey wrote that she was Mother's roommate in 1938, and she says they had an apartment on West 12th Street. Debbie said that she couldn't be sure of the street number, but it was a narrow building across the street from a restaurant, the Beatrice Inn. I seem to have the number 288 West 12th in my head, Debbie wrote. Ellen was flabbergasted. Could it be that 46 years apart, she and her mother had rented an apartment in the same tiny New York City building? Hanging up with her sister, Ellen rushed to a carton of her mother's old papers and memorabilia that she had kept. She pawed through penny postcards, letters, and yellowing paper, and various unpublished writings. Then her fingers grasped excitedly what she was looking for. Confirmation. A poem with her mother's name and address on the cover sheet. Joe Platt, 288 West 12th Street. Unbelievable, she thought, scribbling her innermost feelings into her journal on the night of the great discovery. I got chills and tears and tremors. It can't be mere coincidence, yet it's unlikely to be anything else. Whatever the cause of the mystery, she concluded, it's one of those rare circumstances that seem to give life some order. By this railing pleased me very much. By this extraordinary God-wink, she was confronted and reassured that she was landed in the right place. Oh yes, across the street, the Beatrice Inn was still open for business. Think of it. She had dined where her mother had surely dined. Isn't that something? God put her in the same apartment, in the exact same apartment. You know how big New York is? That little girl was 7 years old when her mom died. I was 9 years old when my papa died, and I remember the times I had with him, but I was only 9, so I can't remember, too much. I remember a lot of things, but not too much, and she was 2 years younger, so, she can't remember a lot of things about her mom. And New York is a huge place, and to end up in the exact same place not knowing where your mom lived, and God putting you in the exact same apartment. Out of all the places in New York, a little tiny building, end up in the exact same apartment. God did that. That's not just coincidence. Those little God winks, that's God telling you, I'm here. And your loved one's here with me. They're okay and they're watching over you. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night.